when you turned pro, was there any sort of feeling of that imposter syndrome where it's like, oh, I don't know if I should be here? Or is that something that, you made the decision to become a pro because you felt like you belong there?
I know, definitely had that imposter syndrome. One of my first races was in Huskisson 2 years ago now, it would have been, and Craig Alexander won that day, and even Joe Skipper from the UK, he was training in Noosa at the time, and he came down to Husky to do the race. And there's definitely that sense of imposter syndrome where I was like, oh, there was excitement for sure because I was, achieving all of mine to race at that level. But there's also that sense of like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And I think coming from where I did in age group triathlon, I've always slowly progressed. Like, I started off in the middle of my age group somewhere and slowly worked my way towards winning my age group, and then, competing in some open races and then trying to win open races. And I think the same thing with the professional field is that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to, get myself somewhere in the middle, be in the race, learn what that's all about and work my way from there. And, there's definitely that sense of imposter syndrome because I looked up those guys. They're the guys that, I've got Crowy's book and looking at what training sessions he was doing and, that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be hard pressed to find someone who doesn't feel that especially coming into the professional level. No matter what sport you're in, I think everyone's going to have a sense of it, and whether it be with work or and I had that when I started coaching too. It's like, who am I to give any advice? Like, why would someone listen to me? And I still feel a little bit of that today. It's that it doesn't really ever leave. I think unless you're someone like Michael Phelps, who's got a lot of gold Olympic medals to his name, it's like I think a lot of people tend to have it, and it's just part of the human condition. And